Greetings. I'm Reverend Jay Lang, Chair of the ReGen Committee, which is short for ReGeneration. This committee provides financial and mentor support for ministerial students under 45 years of age. We invest in young adults who have the inspiration, calling, and dedication for ministry to lead our CSL communities through the 21st century and beyond. You've probably heard the Chinese proverb that the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, and the second best time is now. This committee has been funding students for 20 years, and we need to keep planting them now so that they will eventually grow into giant sequoias, cedars, oaks, and elms in time. If we don't plant them now, our concern is that we may become a barren CSL landscape. If you're like my community, we're grateful when new 40-year-olds come to visit. This team, called the ReGen Committee, is made up of a series of dedicated volunteers, most of who are ministers, who invite and take applications. They interview candidates, and once accepted, they coordinate the funding and offer continuing mentoring. For 20 years, we've been working with the School of Spiritual Leadership to provide transformational and young ministers. In the last decade, we've had 11 graduates who are in many different kinds of roles: senior ministers, assistant ministers, associate ministers, working in home office and educating youth, special focus ministries. And I thought you might want to hear some voices of two of our recipients, Reverend Elijah um, Christopher from the Center for Spiritual Living Santa Cruz, and Chris Alexander, who served at the Celebration Center for Spiritual
If
Living.
it weren't for Regen, if I hadn't had gotten that scholarship, because I was pretty dead set, like I was gonna be a minister regardless, but I'd probably still be in school. Like I'd probably still be trying to find my way through and like pay, and probably wouldn't have been able to go full time, because I would have had to, juggle all of these other things and worry about finances in a way that I didn't have to. And so it's like I've had 2 additional years of ministry, like just because I was able to receive this ReGen grant and just be so fully supported through school that I didn't have to worry at all about finances. I could just sign up for every class, like buy the books that I needed. I wasn't trying to like scrimp and save and do all of this stuff. I could just do what I needed to do to build my consciousness and get here as quickly as I could.
Like when I started school, like financially, it was not like a viable option from myself,
Right.
And again, just being gifted such an opportunity, I feel like really turned things around for me in a really big way. That like, as a real like we are all taught and told that like we're worth it, right? And that like we're valuable, and that our prosperity and our abundance doesn't come from just one source. It can come from anywhere. And like this scholarship for me was one of those powerful demonstrations that will probably ripple for the rest of my life. Like as I look back and go, oh yeah, remember, like you can
remember what you did.
be fully supported in anything that you truly want to do.
We have two current recipients, Lucian Baker from Oakland and Ian Bentley from upstate New York. The ReGen works by giving what is really a loan, but it's easily forgiven after they enter licensed ministry and fulfill the requirements for ordination. It reimburses students for tuition, books, and retreats. So how can you be a part of this regeneration? Well, first of all, donate to the ReGen Fund. Individual foundations and centers all donate, and we have a total of $93,000 that we can give for funds, but it may sound a lot, but that's really just enough for 4 to 5 students. So quickly we'll run through that money. So we need to keep it being refreshed, and also continue to encourage your teens and young adults to become leaders and practitioners in your communities. If you're interested in knowing more about ReGen, you can go to the CSL website and look under the education tab, and there you'll find information for ReGen, or use the QR code on the right, or email us at re-gen@csl.org. Thank you for your support.